G'day folks, Cam from Wild Touring. Happy Easter. It's Easter long weekend. We're not out and about at the moment this weekend because the wife's heavily pregnant. She's 40 weeks tomorrow, so we're home waiting for her to pop. So she's in here cooking up a bit of a storm. What are you cooking, Bo?
Cookies.
Cookies, beautiful. So I thought while we're home I'd make a little bit of a video, show you something I've been meaning to show you for a while. Every time we go camping, I bring my hot water shower set up and people ask me about it or they want to use it. It's super simple. I think people are getting a little bit too complicated and technical with hot water. So it's also a little bit of an excuse to show you my new fire pit as well, because that's what I use to heat the water. So this was made out of a 9 kilo gas bottle. Obviously cut the top off it. Top's still here, top goes on when it's burnt down. Welded a door and a hinge onto it, which acts as a bit of a dampener so you can control the heat, control the flames. Obviously you'd be able to use something like this where there's open fire bands, but you wouldn't have it like this. You'd have the top on, and you'd start it with the top on and the lid, shut so that you haven't got embers flying around the place. But set up like this, it's perfect for a few people to sit around. You get a fair bit of heat off it. So I've just chucked a bit of pine into it and I've got it pretty hot. Burn that down, little go on, and I'll get my bucket of water on and I'll show you how we have hot showers. And now that's burnt down enough, we'll be able to get the lid on. The bucket I'm using is it's stainless and it's one piece, so there's no seam or anything in it. It's only 9 litres, it came from Bunnings. You don't have to fill it right up with water. I mean, if you're only going to have a lukewarm shower, then you can fill it up to here sort of thing, get that water on a rolling boil, and then add enough cool water to get it at the temperature that you're comfortable with. The first few times we started doing it, we used a bucket like this, which was great because it held a heap more water. Like I think this is 15 litres, but the problem was that seam you can see there, after getting hot and cold a few times, started to separate and leak water. So a one-piece jobby like this is a hell of a lot better. And now we just wait for that to boil or get hot. If we're doing the same thing at a campsite that's got an open fire pit, all we'll do is get a shovel and we'll move some of those hot coals away from the fire and just sit that bucket straight in the coals. Does the same thing, sometimes even a little bit quicker than this because you're right directly on the heat and you've got the coals around it. But all you have to do is give this 10 or so minutes and it'll be hot enough to go. Alrighty, so that's been 8 or 9 minutes on the heat there, and you can see that water's starting to steam, and it's not on a boil yet, but it's starting to get pretty hot. And yeah, I mean that's too hot to shower now, so I'd be adding a little bit of cool water to that. But what we'll do is we'll get it off the heat. Safety first, glove up. So this is how we do it, guys. We just bung the hot water down, on the sand or on the grass, wherever you're camping. And then what we're using to pump the water, it's just one of these little 12-volt shower rose kits. These are worth, 20, 30, 40 bucks. You don't have to get fancy with them. And they pretty much go forever. I mean, I've been using the same one for years now, so recommend them. So all you have to do with these is just plug them into your 12-volt power. I've not set up dual batteries or anything in the car yet, so I've got to have my accessories running. New car, it's not fully set up yet. So this is basically how simple it is. You plunk the pump into the water. We use one of these mats for the floor, so if you're in the sand or whatever, you don't get sand all over your feet. Not necessary, but packs flat, so why not? But generally what we will do is You know, if the camp's on that side of the car, then we'll set up a shower on this side, and in the middle of the night, when it's all dark, there's no lights on you, and no one can see you out at camp anyway. And that's basically it, guys. We strip off and we do it butt naked. There's nothing more liberating than being nude out underneath the moon. I mean, a bucket like that would last one of us for a good shower, or two of us if we're having a quick one. But quite often, like, I'll have a shower and then I'll put some more water back on the fire, and then Tiff will have a shower after me, that sort of thing. By the way, let us know if you like the new intro, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.